All right, so have you ever, like, completely froze up just thinking about public speaking?
Yeah,
Like, palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy.
that's the worst.
You are so not alone.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of the most common fears out there. But luckily for all of us, there are ways to, like, actually get over it. We're diving into this video today called Overcome Fear of Public Speaking, and it's got some really practical tips.
Yeah, you know what I thought was really cool about the video is that it goes like beyond just the basic stuff and gets into the actual like science behind it all.
Right. Like, it's one thing to say just breathe, but it's a whole other thing to actually understand, like, why that works.
Exactly.
So one of the first things they hit on is the importance of preparation, which makes sense, right?
Yeah,
Like knowing your stuff inside and out. It's like having a roadmap. Even if you get a little lost, you can find your way back.
totally. And it's all about like cognitive load, right?
Okay.
If you're not
Okay.
worried about like what you're going to say next, you can actually like relax and connect with the people you're talking to.
Totally.
Yeah.
They also talk about starting small, which I think is really smart.
Mm.
Like, I remember when I was first starting out, I used to, like, practice my speeches in the mirror,
Yeah.
which, I mean, it sounds kind of silly now that I'm saying it out loud.
No, but it works.
But it really did help just to
Yeah.
get used to, like, hearing myself, seeing my expressions.
And the video mentions Toastmasters too, which I think is a great example of that.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Like, it gives you a safe space to practice these skills without, like, the pressure of a big presentation.
Totally. So speaking of calming nerves, they talk about deep breaths, which again, like we've all heard that before. But they actually give you a specific technique to try this 4-7-8 thing. Breathe in for 4 seconds, hold for 7, exhale for 8. Have you heard of that?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's a classic for a reason. It, like, hacks your nervous system, you know what I mean?
Right.
Slowing down your breathing, like, interrupts that whole fight or flight response, and it signals to your body that you're not actually in danger.
It's like tricking your body into chilling out.
Exactly.
I love that.
It's super effective.
So on the topic of tricking your brain, they get into visualization, which I'll admit I used to think was kind of hokey, but they actually explain, like, how it works.
Mhm.
Basically, if you can vividly picture yourself giving an amazing speech, your brain's more likely to believe it's possible.
It's like, athletes use visualization all the time to, like, improve their performance, right?
Oh, yeah.
So you're basically doing the same thing. You're mentally rehearsing success, and that can translate into real-world confidence.
Okay, so their last tip really resonated with me. Shifting your focus to the audience,
Oh, yeah, that's a big one.
because it makes it less about you and more about them.
Exactly. When you're genuinely focused on the message you want to get across and, like, the value you're bringing to the audience, you kind of forget to be nervous.
It's so true.
Huh.
So we've covered 5 super actionable tips, things you can start implementing today. What's great is that they're all pretty straightforward.
Right. And the key is to just figure out, like, what works best for you and make it a part of your routine.
Exactly. Find what works and own it.
Exactly.
So now that you've heard all of this, we're curious. What's one technique you're going to try out for your next presentation? Let us know. Until next time.